a bit about programming language and controllers. We have here a KMC controller and, of course, a Delta controller. Both these controllers, the programming language is BASIC. What I mean by BASIC is if you're new to programming, it's not something you do. I don't mean BASIC as in it's basic, the level, the lowest level possible. The program language is called BASIC. It's almost like telling the system in written words what you want it to do. Turn off AHU1 at 12 o'clock. So you write the program in that way. And that's pretty much kind of what BASIC is. And both KMC and Delta is a sort of a basic writing program language to set up things. However, with the AX and N4Js, the Tridium type system, it's a mixture. What you have is, if you're not a programmer, it's almost program friendly. You have a different kind of system in the wire sheet for programming. Say for example, you want a loop to control the heating valve or something like that. You select a block called loop, you pull that block out, and then what happens is you pull a link from the block loop to your valve that you want to control. Then you pull a link from that loop to your temperature sensor that's in the room. Now the loop is seeing the temperature and it's also seeing your valve. You can have a separate set point created where you pull a link from there to a set point. Say you say 72 degrees. So now that's telling the loop 72 degrees is where I want things to be. So when it gets too cold, the loop then sends that signal to the valve and opens it up. And when the temperature sensor sees it gets too warm, it says, okay, I'm too warm, then it sends a signal to the valve to close. Now that's what we do in any program, even in BASIC. However, in Tridium, you're not writing it out as you would in, say, Delta or KMC. You simply pull a loop, and in that loop, everything is there. And simply all you're doing is just pulling a connection to your valve and pulling a connection to your sensor. So if you're not a programming person with that type of programming knowledge and understanding, it's a bit easier to catch on with Tridium because it's almost like a graphic type of program for the most part. Now, as you get more detailed and snippets and things of that nature, you could do more detailed programming. However, in general, the wire sheet works that way. You pull a block, what you want it to do, you simply link it to where you want it to be. So the concept of it is easier for a person who's not a programming person to catch on and to do.